Accurate and reliable. This is News Channel 12 this morning.
We've all heard about the tornadoes across the plains, but what about tornado potential right here in the east? Good morning, Eastern Carolina. It's Sunday, March 4th. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Jasmine Spencer in for Katie Jeffries. Now, meteorologist Dennis Brown is in the Storm Track 12 Weather Center with a first look at your forecast. Now, no look at tornadoes, but say Beaufort County is the only school system in Eastern Carolina to have this type of program. And a horse is pulled to safety after sinking into the mud on an Australian beach. A woman and her daughter went riding along Avalon Beach when the horse started to fall into the mud. It was a race against time to get him out before the tide came in. Rescue workers sedated the horse and used a sling and tractor to pull him out of the mud. The ordeal took more than 3 hours. The 18-year-old horse was not hurt. And a Texas grandma is proving age is nothing but a number. 55-year-old Sharon Simmons is training to try out to be a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader. Simmons says she has wanted to be a part of the squad since she was in her 20s, but motherhood kept her busy. She's convinced there's no difference between her and the much younger 20-somethings trying out. She was about 10 more weeks to rehearse and is taking dance classes to improve her skills. Be sure to grab your umbrella on your way out this morning. Let's take a live look outside in New Bern at the Hilton Camp and the waterfront there. More news and weather where prices are putting a strain on a lot of people's wallets, even affecting small businesses and the way they operate. Pitt Electric provides heating and air and electrical services all over eastern North Carolina. With about 35 service cars on the road, their gas budget has doubled in the last decade. The company has been doing several things to offset those costs, including carpooling employees to sites, using navigation to find the shortest routes, and raising prices for their customers.
Instead of spending about $15,000 a month in January of 11, we spent over $20,000 in January of 12.
Tells us if prices continue to rise, he won't be able to hire new employees or may have to cut benefits for existing ones. Now, First Lady Michelle Obama winds up a day in our state with an appearance in Charlotte. Mrs. Obama met active duty military personnel and their families in Raleigh early Friday morning. She also addressed a Democratic National Committee reception. She promoted the Let's Move fitness program with children at the Central Intercollegiate Athletic Association basketball tournament, or the CIAA. Now, Mr. Obama is scheduled to be in Charlotte again next week. A lot of us have heard of Tornado Alley in the Great Plains, but research done at ECU says we have our own Tornado Alley here in eastern North Carolina. News Channel 12's Dennis Brown went to ECU to track the details for us. Kate Middleton is hailed around the world as a fashion icon, but she's not above asking for some style tips. She's giving some design students in England the chance to jazz up her shoe collection. ABC's Bianna Goladriga has the story. Shoes, gotta love them. They're my favorite. Be sure to keep your shoes dry out on this rainy weather day. Let's take a live look outside in Atlantic Beach. Foggy and rain. More news and weather. Babies grow up to be cowboys. Usually let them ride sheep first. It's called mutton busting, and it's become the preferred way for kids to learn how to ride some bucking broncos without having to get on horses or bulls. It's also very popular at rodeos like this one in Texas, and it's just fun to watch. Participants are between 5 and 6 and weigh about 60 pounds. And this is definitely something to catch of the day. Let's take a look at this. Someone had a lot of time on their hands. A giant pufferfish made of snow that stands nearly 6 feet tall outside a home in Brighton, Minnesota. Teenage brothers created the snowfish on their day off from school. And one of the best ways to stay up to date on weather alerts is by checking out our News Channel 12's Facebook page. It has a new look for you. We've made it easier for you to get the facts. If you haven't already liked News Channel 12, head on over to our page. Being a part of our news team is just one click away. Our news page also makes it easier for you to let us know when you see news. And if you're looking for something to do this weekend, we may just have the answer for you. Here's News Channel 12 Skip Waters with what's happening. As Tori says, we'll be getting a full glass of water, it looks like.
I think we need it. We need it. Every bit of it.
That's right. It's a good thing. It's not bad. That's all the time we have for you this morning. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jasmine Spencer.
And I'm Dennis Brown. Good Morning America is coming up next. Make sure you don't get drenched this morning. Take your umbrella. Have a great day.